Hello, everybody. Sage here. I wanted to do a reading on a case regarding a young man named Noah Presgrove. This was actually referred to me by um, a couple of my subscribers. And when I looked into it, I was immediately, um, it affected me. Now I don't know if everybody knows about this case, and so I'm gonna tell you guys um, the information regarding Noah Presgrove and what happened to him first before I do the reading. I'm going to be a little long-winded here, so please forgive me. If you already know about the case, you can always fast forward to when I start doing my reading. But um, so um, Noah Presgrove. He was a handsome, athletic 19-year-old from Comanche, Oklahoma, which is located just south of Oklahoma City in the middle of the state. Noah had recently graduated high school in the spring of 2023 and was waiting for his cousin to do the same the following year so they both could enlist in the Marine Corps together and serve our country. By all accounts, Noah was a ladies' man, very handsome, standing at 6'2" with an athletic build. In high school, he was a four-sport athlete with American football and wrestling among them. His family also says he was adventurous, kind, and very much a jokester who would happily play pranks on his family. Labor Day weekend, the first weekend of September of 2023, Noah, Noah was deciding between attending Rocklahoma, an annual 3-day hard rock and metal festival held in Pryor, Oklahoma, with family members, or attending a four-day Labor Day weekend bash 22nd birthday party of a friend. Noah considered going to the Rocklahoma, but changed his mind when the family member said he'd be attending with it wouldn't be a good idea for Noah's 16-year-old friend to join them there. I guess it was kind of a rambunctious event. Um, and it's big for like consuming alcohol, that event. So, with that, everyone went their own way to celebrate the holiday weekend. The Labor Day birthday party was for a female friend of Noah's who was turning 22. It had been advertised on Snapchat, even containing the address, so quite a few people were expected to attend. Noah drove himself to the party on Saturday and, by all accounts, enjoyed himself. He did text his family member who was at Rocklahoma and expressed his regret at not going with them, but it doesn't appear that this put too much of a damper on his attitude at the house party. After spending Saturday at the birthday girl's house, Noah returned home Sunday, probably to freshen up and take care of any outstanding errands, or just check in with his grandmother with whom he lived. And you guys, he loved his grandmother and he would just do anything for her. He lived with her and yeah. Anyway, um also, Noah's car was leaking from the oil pan, so it sounds like part of the reason to return home was to leave it there so he wouldn't have to worry about it. There are two stories about what happened next. And I don't know if this even really has any bearing, but the first one is that Noah's friends picked him up from his house on Sunday, but took him to a truck stop so he could grab some food from the Sonic there. And then the friends that took him there said he left him there, and then Noah was given a ride to the party by the birthday girl. I don't think it really matters how he got there. Either way, Noah was back at the party on Sunday, and according to those present, was very much enjoying himself. There were videos from the party showing Noah and his friends doing guy things like the slap game, where two people try to slap each other across the face as hard as they can. Just macho, drunken, teenage guy things. There was also video from the party of the guests playing classic party games such as beer pong. And then with all the drinking going on, some of the issues were bound to arise. A confrontation happened between Noah and his best friend. Noah had been in a corner with his best friend's girlfriend, and apparently they had their backs to everyone else while talking. The best friend took exception to this, and an argument ensued. And luckily, it did not become physical, and they made up shortly after. But this event with the best friend and his girlfriend is important for later. A second confrontation occurred between Noah and a 16-year-old guest that did become physical. The 16-year-old accused Noah of hiding his phone, although the reasons why he thought Noah did it have not been stated. During the argument, the kid fish-hooked Noah, and Noah returned the favor by biting his finger. It seemed like the other people there were able to diffuse the situation, and the kid's phone was found underneath another guest who was sleeping on a couch. As the day went on, things continued to become crazier as the people at the party drank more and more. At one point, girls at the party started signing their names on Noah's torso and buttocks, writing things such as Noah's hot and drawing cartoon anatomy on his rear end. Noah and the best friend he had the argument with even drove a John Deere Gator UTV side by side around the property, but stopped when Noah scraped his hand, almost flipping it over. Some people even say that Noah was tossed from the UTV, but he was checked out by a nurse at the party, and she said he had nothing to worry about. Another event worth mentioning is that the birthday girl seemed to have a crush on Noah. Noah realized this, or was told this, and while talking to her about it, he called her some names. I assume that they were close friends, and this is just a drunken teen being a drunken teen. An odd thing to mention is that this girl's mother, who also lives in the home, had told Noah's family that she believed Noah wanted her romantically. Whether this is true or not, who knows? But it seems a very weird thing to say to the family of a 19-year-old your daughter is friends with. That is weird. So here's where the mystery comes in. Early Monday morning, September 4th, 2023, after 2 a.m., the guests say that Noah was upset about something and that it might have had to do with sleeping in either the birthday girl's or mother's bed. One of them either heard or saw Noah attempting to sleep in their bed and demanded that he go on the floor. This apparently upset Noah so much that he said he needed to go out for a walk, completely inebriated, very early in the morning. The guests say that Noah was wearing his best friend's shorts and could only find one of his shoes, so he grabbed another shoe lying around the house and took off out the front door. The house had a half-mile long driveway that went out to the highway, US 81, and it runs for approximately 1,200 plus miles through the central US. Okay, so at 3:41 a.m., a friend of Noah's posted a weird Snapchat, a photo of a girl at the party smiling with the caption, "Well, Noah's missing." This was the last Snapchat posted by any of the partygoers after days of constant videos and pics, which is really weird. Around 5 a.m., a semi-truck driving along US 81 saw something he believed to be a body lying on the shoulder of the road. After driving past, he became concerned and turned around to confirm what he saw. By the time he got back, 2 other vehicles had stopped in front of the lifeless body of Noah on the shoulder of the road. He was completely nude, wearing only 2 mismatched shoes and curled up in a fetal position. He appeared to have blunt force trauma to the back of his head. He had small scrapes on his left shoulder and left hip, and his fingertips on both hands were reported as being shredded down to the bone. Noah's front, top, and bottom teeth had been knocked out, and they were found scattered at the scene. Sorry about being so gruesome, guys. Other than the small amount, there was no blood found at the scene other than a small amount around Noah's injuries. Very concerning was the fact that there was no writing on his body anywhere. Not on his torso and not on his buttocks. The shorts Noah was wearing was found folded up next to him. The people at the party said they must have been knocked off when he was hit, quote unquote, which obviously doesn't make sense. Okay, bear with me, guys. There's more. Around 6 a.m., with the police already notified by the people who found Noah, all Snapchat social media from the people at the party was deleted. His friends and acquaintances at the party say they have no idea what led up to his unaliving and that they were unaware of it. The police did not search the house because they said Noah wasn't found there. Isn't that unbelievable, you guys? Ugh. They did eventually conduct a mass interview with all the partygoers. During this interview, Noah's best friend's girlfriend, the one that led to his first confrontation, told police she had never met Noah. She had wiped her phone so completely that even her boyfriend's number had been deleted. When the guests were asked about Noah being naked, the girls said that they gave Noah a shower, but Noah's mental state at the time, whether mildly inebriated or completely inebriated, has been an area of dispute among the guests. Some say he was joking around and being himself while being showered. Other accounts state that he was barely conscious. Noah's clothing he wore to the party that night has never been located. Police were told that after Noah showered, his clothes were dirty, so he wore his friend's shorts. There is a rumor, so this is a rumor, that his best friend's father found Noah's shirt from the party, which was then cut up and distributed to the party attendees as a memento. I don't know. That's weird. In addition to this event with his shirt, there is also information that his best friend's father had now this is rumor, you guys, Noah's teeth in his pocket. He stated he accidentally picked them up from the crime scene. It's worth stating that this particular individual has been on Noah's family's Facebook memorial page for months, arguing with others on there. Just very odd behavior from an adult father whose son's best friend was unalived mysteriously. But on this same topic, none of the partygoers or their families have ever visited Noah's family to express their condolences. Never once. Wow, you guys. Okay, since Noah's friends and others at the party said they didn't know what happened, the police had their work cut out for them. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol obtained a geofence warrant covering a 1.5 mile radius around the party house. What they found was a bit disturbing. Around the time it is believed Noah died, 2 phones were traced as having left the house, heading to the location of his body. After briefly staying there, the 2 phones returned to the house. People at the party told a private investigator hired by Noah's family that they went out looking for Noah in the UTV Gator that Noah and his friend had been in earlier. If they had really done this, they would have found him since the phones were at the spot Noah was found. It has not been released who exactly this was. Also revealed when police searched phones was a video of the birthday girl and her sister on their front porch, screaming at each other about Noah leaving the party. It is believed that this could be relevant. The Texas Rangers also became involved due to the fact that the 2 men at the party were from Texas. It is not known if these men are persons of interest. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol also quietly issued a warrant for a black pickup truck believed to have been used to dump his body, but it is unknown why they are looking for this particular vehicle. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol has unequivocally stated that this was 100% not a hit and run. They have now also stated that this is not a MURDER investigation. The medical examiner's report released on Monday, May 13th, 2024, stated that Noah died from multiple blunt force injuries. but lists the manner in which this happened as quote unquote unknown. His report also detailed extensive injuries to the teen's upper body. Okay, you guys, here's a forewarning. Gruesomeness here. Detailed extensive injuries to the teen's upper body, including 10 broken ribs, serious skull, neck, and spine fractures, internal bleeding, brain and organ damage, and cuts and grazes all over his body. The autopsy also revealed air in both his cranial cavity and spinal cord, extremely rare conditions only caused by massive head trauma. So, all right, I'm not going to read anymore. So, needless to say, I'll read this little bit here. The family has engaged with a private investigator who did uncover previously unknown information and gave that to the police. They have also said that there is much more which has not been publicly released and that the search of the phones did uncover good information. Also, according to the family, some evidence has been covered up or lost, and that the day after the party, the birthday girl's house and property reeked of bleach. Despite this, his family says good things are going on behind the scenes. All right. So there's that. I did do some shuffling before I began this video. I'll do some more. I'm using the Bluebird Lenormand deck. And after I do this reading, I'm going to announce the free reading contest winner. Yay! All right, so again, I have to say with all of my readings, all alleged, my opinion, not facts. I'll do a couple more shufflings. Now, this is going to be my very first reading on this case. And what usually happens with me is I use the cards and it kind of opens up like these images within my head. Sometimes the first reading, it's like sparsely and very quick images. Sometimes it opens up completely for me. We'll just see how it goes. Okay. Presgrove. Huge disruption of peace, many doubts, uncertainties. The crossroad underneath the lilies is two pathways towards peace and tranquility, or one away from it and one towards peace and tranquility. Oh, underneath the cross is the suffering. So there's definitely a female that is got this huge she's her peace and tranquility is is really disrupted, you guys. She's feeling guilt. Uh, um, and I just had like a flash of an image of her dreaming of um, Noah coming to see her in her dreams, and she's really haunted, you guys. Threats. The birch rod next to the snake is threats, and the child is like people under 18, like, well, in their teens, so that makes sense. There's been threats. uh, Money changing hands, throwing away gifts. People will never be the same after this night or early morning hours. Guilt regarding a death, and the stars next to, or to the corner of the coffin is and the stars over the house. Sorry, I'm stuttering, but that's like a visitation of ghostly apparitions. There's definitely Noah. Noah is not a happy camper. He's not a happy camper, you guys. He is definitely speaking to these. It feels like there's more than one. Definitely more than one. Big, big, big hidden information. There's the book information. Um, Mountains, underneath the mountains, so it's hidden information. The snake is something that has to do with darkness and evil intentions, and it could be like greed or jealousy, or um, just gluttony. All of those. Are they the seven deadly sins? All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was definitely more than there was a handful of yeah, about a handful of people that has been involved in this. One in particular. Uh, oh man, you guys. Uh, One person in particular. So there's a young guy, an older guy, a couple of girls. That's what I see so far. There could be more. Um, um, so there's the Noah's. He was definitely betrayed, and it had something definitely, oh my gosh, to do with jealousy. Okay. Um, I hear this person saying in his mind all the time, God, I just wish he'd go away. He just, he's so much better. He does everything better. He's funnier and he's more handsome, and all the girls love him, and he knows it. He just knows it. And just lots of jealousy. Okay. But he didn't show that. He was backstabber. He was a snake in the grass, so to speak. Okay. He did not. He wanted to, actually, he's had fantasies of Noah, him unaliving Noah for a while. For a while. So, I'm like getting some of these images of these, like, some of these blips, and just someone being completely furious at Noah. And it's like he had something in his hands, and Noah was outside. It was like Noah was blitzed. You guys know what that is, like being blitzed. And he went up behind him like a coward, and he just started wailing on him with an instrument. Um, it could have been a golf club, but you guys, what I kind of see is like a metal bat, like a baseball bat or a metal pipe or something. It was, and also it could have been definitely golf clubs. Oh, so anyway, you hear there's like this big scuffle because Noah's a pretty big guy. I mean, he was 6'2". He's very athletic. He's not someone that would succumb very easily. So this other guy had ended up getting help. I mean, the scuffle was being seen, and um, someone else. I feel like it's like the older gentleman came up to help. Um, oh, you guys, you know what I feel? I see there's also something to do with that. We call them side by sides here in Alaska. Um, it's almost like Noah was on the ground and someone decided to, because it was like this frenzied fight on the ground, and another person comes along and just um, ends up like, I don't know how he made sure that the other guy was not in the way, but I see Noah just getting, oh, he's like getting run over by that side by side, and it drug him a little bit backwards and then forwards, and Noah was trying to find purchase with, trying to not, it's like he got stuck underneath there a little bit. It's really hard. It's like this jumble of these images, but it had something to do with that side by side and getting pummeled, by that long metal object. Um, you know what else is interesting, you guys? Um, you know, the girl said, um, if you listen to what I had, the storyline regarding this, that they had given him a shower. You guys, I see like a hose too. I see like something being like he's being hosed down. All right, so everybody was just drunk. They were drinking. They weren't thinking straight. Um, Noah ended up losing. So sad, you guys. He ended up losing his life, even though he ended up losing his life knowing that he was betrayed. You know, um, he couldn't believe it. I hear him saying, "Why, dude? Why? Why are you doing this?" Um, Noah ended up. Oh, it's so sad, you guys. So, and I'm just getting like I said before, it's my first reading, so I'm getting like these bits and pieces of things, and there was uh, it's almost like there's people that are scared to come forward on this. There's people that are that just really they don't want anything to do with this. Somebody is, and somebody is that's involved in this has like law enforcement relatives, somebody in the law enforcement. But you know what? I don't know about you guys, but don't get me wrong, but I love my family, but I would not ever, I wouldn't cover for anybody. If this happened, this exact situation happened and I was a law enforcement, you know, relative, I'd be saying, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't be involving me in this kind of a thing. It wasn't me that did it. So I wouldn't, I mean, but people think differently. It's like, and it's hard not to. It's like, well, this guy has law enforcement relatives, and so what good is it going to do us, right? And there are instances where having law enforcement as a relative does help, I'm sure. I mean, I'm not going to say that, generalize and say that all law enforcement is all 100%, above board and honest and everything. I'm not, they're human too. So, but there's a lot of people that know about this and what happened, and they're so scared to come forward. They don't want to get involved. And also there were words given to them saying, well, you're a part of this now, so you don't want to, you don't want to go down too, do you? Kind of a thing. And really, it wasn't a lot of these people's fault. By the time that they even knew what happened, it was already over, kind of a thing, right? And even then, you know, um, like young people, they try to not justify things in their head, but they're like, well, I guess kind of a little bit of a justification in their heads, like it's like just in order to make themselves feel better about the situation. But anyway, I'm rambling. Yeah, the older gentleman is not a nice man. He is not a nice man. Um, he has some very dark shadows, you guys, within him. Very dark. So, anyway, uh, um, I just kind of had a glimpse of him. Like, I don't, I'm, I'm thinking he's gonna probably end up seeing this video and writing something to me about it. Anyway, so what ended up happening after that is I see like a hose, like they're hosing him off. They're hosing Noah off. And the older gentleman, he comes up with a plan. He comes up with a plan like, let's put him on the road. Let's put him on the road and it'll look like someone had, hit him, right? So when they had put Noah on the road, uh, oh, you know, this this older guy actually started doing more stuff to Noah. It's like I see him kicking him, while he's in the road, making sure that he won't wake up. I hear him saying, for good measure. Oh, anyway, there's there's a girl. There's a girl that is, I'd like to, I call it, it's like the witness, right? The witness. She is definitely, she's having nightmares about this. And the 1 year anniversary is coming up soon. And Noah is, she sees him in her dreams. She's like, she sees him out of the corner of her eyes, peripheral vision. She's really being haunted by him. She's going to be the one to cut the deal. She's going to cut the deal. She's going to come forward. I'm going to show you guys something. So here's the lady. Here's the letter. And the letter, the lady, and the tower, which is a jail in this instance. So this is all diagonal here. So this is like a um, bringing forth news, right? To avoid, you know, the tower, which is the jail. And also, I want to show you guys something. She plays a key role in this too, because there's the coffin, there's the stars, which is someone that has passed over, and there's the lady, and the scythe, which is at the hands of another. Okay. And I he's kind of connected to the older gentleman too. Um, I want to mention something. So the gravel in the driveway will match with the gravel marks on Noah on his skin. When they had taken Noah to the road, the highway, they tried to recreate a scene. So there's some marks from the road on him as well. But the driveway came first, the highway came second. When Noah was um, ran over by the side by side, he was laying on the ground. And so when they had run him over, when he was run over, it was over his upper body. But they were stupid. They were really stupid because they were thinking, well, this, he was ran over by side, right? So this is the perfect opportunity to just to recreate it on the highway, and just leaves us, you know, you know, we won't look guilty, right? Because it was done on the highway. And they made this big production about Noah taking off on a walk, right? That, you guys, was a lie concocted by the people that had done this, saying, "Oh yeah, Noah just took off. He was upset, And why was he upset? Oh, he like he usually does. He just walks off. He walked off. I guess so and so. He tried going into so and so's bed. They created that scenario, but everything um that was mentioned. I shouldn't say everything, but the key points in what all of these people had mentioned regarding, like, uh, Noah getting into a rollover. That did happen. I mean, that did happen. But um, he wasn't really harmed at that point. Um, it wasn't until Noah and this young guy got into a big scuffle in the driveway, and they were like wrestling on the ground. I see, like, there's just lots of, I mean, it was just like a furious tangle of limbs. I mean, even after there was, like I said, he got hit up behind his head first, or in his back. It was like behind him. He got hit behind him. And then Noah had some fight in him. And um, you guys, I also see Noah getting hit after he was run over by the side by side. It's just a big old mess. But it happened because of jealousy. It was deeply embedded. It started off with jealousy, deeply embedded jealousy, um, hatred, deep hidden hatred. Mm. So to clarify, yeah. So yeah, he no, wasn't doing anything. He just went outside to get some fresh air or whatever. This guy comes up behind him because he was all by himself out there and like hits him from behind. And then the scuffle. And then the older gentleman saw Noah getting the better hand over this other guy, and he runs over. This other guy somehow gets out of the way, and this older gentleman runs over Noah with the ATV over his upper body because Noah was on the ground. It was like all of a sudden it just happened, right? I mean, Noah didn't even realize at that point what hit him. And then the young guy stands over him and also hits him more. And it might even be with a different instrument, hits him more. Um, while he was down. He said he was making gurgly noises. Well, so, um, I also see like, at this point, I'm trying to see if I can visualize who the money exchanged to was, but I can't see it. It's not coming forward for me. But it's like an electronic exchange of money regarding this. I don't know where, I don't know why, to who, but it's like I feel that it's the older gentleman doing the money exchange. It's all gonna go downhill. Yeah. Oh, all right, you guys. Well, this is it was a little bit of a jumble. If you guys have any questions regarding this case, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I'll get better at I kind of laxed off a little bit in the comments in my email right now. This is Alaska's busiest time with fishing, and like I told you guys before, I like to dehydrate my veggies and my fruits and can my good fruits and stuff, and so that's what I've been doing. Um, but I'm pretty much done with all that now, so I'll get back on a roll. I'm gonna get my emails taken care of very shortly. If you guys want a reading, um, my calendar will be better in the end of August and and starting in September. So my email address, if you guys want a reading, I charge um, $80 for a half an hour, and normally I go over, but I don't charge any extra for that. But um, $80 for half an hour. If you're interested, email me at baba70ak@hotmail.com. So Baba 70ak@hotmail.com. All right, well, I want to do, the free reading contest, see who's the winner. So, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. This is a number generator, a random number generator for the numbers between 1, let's see, there's the glare, 1 and 500. So here we go. Let's see what we got. Generate. 372. Yay! Hopefully somebody picked the number 372. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. This was a long one. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like, share. I'll be posting another free reading contest for August. So that'll be in a video, a fresh August new free reading video. You guys can, choose your numbers. So the sooner you choose the number, the easier it is in the new contest. So you don't have to keep looking backward to see if that number you want has already been taken. So, all right. Thanks everybody, and we'll talk at you later.